Hi, sweetie. So, you're up early this morning? Yeah, I'm so glad you could stay over. And you said you wanted to do my yoga routine with me? Okay. No, I'm happy to show it to you. It's just, I'm obviously not a yoga instructor. And this is just my little routine that I do every morning. This is one of the first things I do in the morning. I do a little meditation before I get out of bed, and then I come down and I do my yoga before I eat anything. So I'll show you what I do. This is Kundalini yoga. I used to do hatha yoga for many years, and I just needed a change, and this is more energetically focused in some ways. So it was just I was ready for a change. I still love hatha yoga, and I'm sure I'll go back to it. But all right, so let me show you what I do. All right, so when I do this yoga routine, I kind of am going through each of my chakras. So do you know much about chakras? Okay. Well, like you said, they're the energy centers of your body. So there's one at your root, which is right at your tailbone. It's a red disc. A lot of issues of security and safety and things like that. Then there's one right below your belly button, about an inch below your belly button. That's your sacral chakra. That is an orange chakra. It's about kind of what you bring into this world. So it can be fertility and sexuality, but it can also be what you create and the relationships you create with people, all of that. And then you have solar plexus, which is right about here at the base of your rib cage, and it's a yellow disc, and this is issues of power and control. And then you have your heart chakra right here. It's a green disc. It's about love, pretty much. And your throat chakra. So this is about communication, but it's also about speaking your truth. Third eye. So that's about your intuition. It's a indigo disc. And your crown. So it just kind of touches the top of your head. It's a violet disc, and it's about your connection to spirit. So we're going to do exercises for each of these. And you want to think about those chakras kind of opening up like a flower and becoming more balanced. So I really feel like the yoga helps kind of knock off any blockages that might be there. It just kind of helps open everything up. So it's very simple. You're going to start the first one just by holding right at your ankle, and you're just going to rock back and forth. You're not going to do anything with your head. Yep, just like that. So you're just rocking on your tailbone. So you really want to focus on your root chakra. Very good. And I do this about 30 times. The entire routine takes me about 10 minutes. So it's really easy to incorporate into your day. Yeah, that's perfect. Yep, just rocking back and forth on your tailbone. Not pushing too hard. You're not arching your back like that. You're just kind of staying upright and rocking back and forth. That's great. Yeah, go upright. Good. Yeah, you're not doing like cat and cow or anything like that. We're going to do a little bit of that later, but this one's just rocking back and forth. Perfect. Okay. Now the next one, you're going to put your hands on your knees, and you're going to think of your rib cage as it's got these 2 points, and you're going to use these points to make a figure 8. So you're putting I always kind of start with the right. You're putting your right rib forward and sliding side, pulling it back, pushing the left rib forward, sliding forward, sliding to the side, sliding back. So it's really just a figure 8 with your ribs. And this is for your sacral chakra. Again, that is my own interpretation. I don't think in terms of Kundalini it's thought of that way. So that's just my own thing. Sometimes what I will do, now you're going to think I'm a nut. So I have different spirit guides that kind of control each of my different chakras and the different areas. And so sometimes I will kind of meditate as I'm doing this. And I will ask the spirit guide that is for that chakra what I need to know for the day. With this one, I do 25 times focusing on leading with the right part of my rib cage. And I do 25 times focusing on the left, leading with the left. It may seem a little bit nutty. You're really doing the same action with both sides, but honestly, I think when I focus on one side, I don't work as hard on the other side, so I like to kind of balance it out. Yeah, no, you're doing it perfect. Here, no, yeah, just let me, just move your rib cage like that. Perfect. Yeah, like, have you ever done any belly dancing? Yeah, it's really that isolation with your rib cage. Okay, I'll do a few more. The main reason I started doing this and kept doing this is I have a lot of lower back problems. And I have noticed since I've started doing the Kundalini yoga, I never have any back problems at all. If I skip a day, sometimes I notice I do, but it's very rare that I skip a day. And it really helps me immensely. And as I'm getting older, and I am definitely getting older, I find that having the Kundalini yoga to do every morning just kind of wakes my spine up that I have not found with other exercises, even just plain yoga. So, alright, so now you're going to put your hands on your knees this time, and you're going to do the same rocking forward and back, but you are going to push your head back when you go forward, and you're going to round your back when you go back. And you can do this as fast or as slow as you want to, okay? It's really what feels good to you. And I do this about 30 times. Again. So the first rocking is 30. The second figure 8 is 50, 25 on each side. And this is another 30. So this is for your solar plexus chakra. And again, it's issues of power and control. I also tend to hold my anxiety in my stomach. So I really feel like this helps kind of free all of that up. Okay. Now you look great. Yep. Let's go do a couple more. Okay, so the next one is the one where everybody looks at you like you're a nut if you do it. So that's okay. So you're going to raise your hands up. You're going to put your thumb behind your shoulder and your fingers in front like this, okay? And you are going to just go back and forth. I do 50 times focusing on the right, and I do 50 times focusing on the left. Again, just to keep that balance, because I think when I'm focusing on the right, I go farther back on the right, when I'm focusing on the left, I definitely go farther back on the left. So that is for your heart chakra. Feels good, right? Yeah, I think so. It is the most vigorous of this little yoga session. And I like that it's right in the middle. So it allows me to kind of warm up a little bit with the first ones. And then at this point, I'm not completely awake, but it wakes me up. And it also just loosens up my spine even more. We'll just do a few more. I'm just giving you a taster, and I'll write this down for you. So this has been one of the things that I've put in place that has really changed my life. This in meditation, yoga every morning in meditation, has just helped really calm my anxiety. It didn't work. It doesn't work right away, is what I have found. I used to do yoga trying to reduce my anxiety, and when it wouldn't work after doing it 2 or 3 times a week for a couple weeks, I would often give it up. But I found for me it needs to be a daily practice, something I do every morning. Again, even when I was doing hatha yoga, I would do 20 minutes in the morning, every morning. I had a really good book that I used, and I used to go to classes too, so I knew the movements enough. And now I do this every morning along with my meditation. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what my meditation is. So, okay. So I tend to do that with my eyes closed. It does make me a little dizzy. So the next one's for your throat chakra, and it's just an easy head roll. I do this 10 times this way and 10 times counterclockwise. Yeah. For me, reducing my anxiety has been taking many baby steps. So changing things at my job, which was ridiculously stressful for no real important reason, and changing the way I do things at home, changing what I eat, changing how I drink, changing even things like I have a standing desk that I use instead of sitting. And it's taken many years. It's also been, as I get older, my anxiety gets easier for me to manage. But the biggest thing has been meditation. And I tried mindfulness meditation for a long time, and I can somewhat do it now, but I wasn't really able to do it for a long time, and I used to get frustrated. So I started doing guided meditation and meeting up with spirit guides and things like that, and that's what has kept me meditating. Even if I close my eyes for 5 minutes and just ask my body or my child spirit guide what I need right then. So, alright, so the next one, you're going to put your feet straight out in front of you with your toes flexed, and you're going to reach down. I can grab my toes, but if you can't grab your toes, you're just going to bend over and touch your calves. Some people can even go past their toes, and that's fine. The other thing I do is if it's early in the morning and I'm not very flexible, I will spread my legs out and then bend my knees a little bit and grab my toes and keep my knees flexed a little bit. And I hold that for 20 breaths. And with that one, I focus on my third eye. Again, not too easy to stretch your skull, so I could do something weird like that, but I just use this one as my third eye. and as I do it, each count is a deep in-breath in and out. So that's 1, 2, yeah, just keep breathing. That's good. Yeah. Did you sleep okay last night? Good. Okay. And then the final one is you're going to put your legs out in a V as wide as you can. Okay. And you're going to reach out to one side and then the other side. And let's do that one more time. And again, if you can't reach, do as far as you can. Then if you can, you're going to grab each of your big toes with a different hand. And again, I'm going to do that for a count of 20. And with that, I focus on my crown chakra and opening that up, opening my connection to the energy all around me. Count of 20. Yeah. I'm just giving you the abbreviated version, but, and then I will sometimes just meditate. And that's about it. Well, I'm glad you could stay the night, and I'm so glad you got to do this yoga with me. Alright, you want to go have some breakfast?